My name is Brianna Gonzalez. This is Good Friday, and we're going to discuss mounting and dismounting safely and making sure that you do it in a way that is helpful to you and your horse. So my first thing, and I have a large water tank as a mounting block because the water tank was broke and I wanted to give it a job. But if this were your mounting block, generally I step up on the mounting block and I teach the horse to come to me. So that way, good boy, and I put the reins up as they come to me. But that way I don't have to go around and get them all situated and then go up the mounting block. I'm just already there and they come to me. That's how I like it. So he's kind of in a bad spot here because I don't really like to mount with my foot facing backwards, because generally it will, as you're getting on, it'll turn and it could poke them in the belly and make them not happy. So usually my favorite spot to get a horse is a little bit forward of me, so that way I can put my foot in and it's already facing the correct direction for when I sit down. So one of the most important things and one of the most common problems is that people don't pick up their reins when they get on. They just have their reins. They might not even grab their reins, which is the worst, but they just have their reins as loose as possible. They get their foot in the stirrup and then they get on. And that's a really common issue, and I see a lot of people, their horses run off or they walk off, and then it's a danger issue. So always make sure that you pick your reins up. And one of my favorite sayings is rein to rein at the mane. So I like to grab a little bit of mane, especially if I feel like the horse might step forward. It just helps keep me balanced. So rein to rein at the mane. Then foot in the stirrup facing the correct direction, so that way I don't bump him in the belly. I also don't like it when people have their hand at the back of the saddle, because when you do that, you're going to have to move your hand midway through getting on in order to get it out of your way. So like I do this, now I have to move it to get it over here so that way my leg can come through and on. Again, if I have my hand here, my leg has to go somewhere and it has nowhere to go. So I always put my hand at the pommel, generally on the opposite side, so that way I can help balance out my weight. So foot in the stirrup, hand on opposite side of the pommel, stand straight up, leg over, sit softly, and that way my hand never had to move. I was more stable. And then I gather up my other stirrup. Yeah, good boy. And hopefully your horse is as good as Friday and they don't walk off.